One of the biggest days on the prep sports calendar, and the one that annually turns me into Bob the Tomato after being in the sun all day, is here as the 3 South Dakota State track and field meets converge on Howard Wood Field, bringing in one of the biggest crowds and best atmospheres of the year. We start with the AA meet, and in the girls 100-meter dash, Harrisburg's Erin Kinney had herself a day. Fastest girl on the track in this event at 11:80.86 seconds. She also won the 200. Boys 100-meter dash goes to Watertown's Jake Werner, pulling away from a teammate, taking a time of 10.79 seconds. In the girls 4x200 relay for the 6th straight year, it goes to Brandon Valley, their anchor Kennedy Newble, crossing in 1:44.43. In the boys 4x200 relay, a strong finishing kick from Seth Martins enables Aberdeen to edge out Rapid City Stevens, victorious in 1:30.96. Boys 1,600-meter run, no shock that it goes to a Lincoln Patriot. They always seem to win the distance races. Andrew Lauer took the 3,200 yesterday. He finishes the distance sweep in 4:24.92. Speaking of no surprise, girls 400-meter run, 5th straight year. Brandon Valley's Krista Bickley wraps it up, an amazing career in 56.79. She also had a couple relays titles today as well. Girls team title came down to the last event, 4x400 relay. O'Gorman a few points behind Lincoln. Knights take first in 4:03.10. However, Lincoln took 5th place, and that enables them to edge out the Knights for the girls team title, 88-86. It's their 3rd title in the last 4 years, and it was indeed Patriots Day in AA as the boys win their 4th straight title and 5th in the last 6 years. West River schools dominated much of the first day in the State A meet. We'd see if that dominance would continue today. Boys 110 hurdles. Groton's Jonathan Doden pulls away down the stretch to win in 14.80 seconds. Girls 100-meter dash, speaking of phenomenal careers, Parker's Carly Peterson wrapping up a brilliant one. Here she takes it in 12.11 seconds. She was also the anchor on a pair of relay championship teams for the Pheasants as well. No doubt impressing Senator John Thune, who was there in attendance and watching. Girls 1,600, Lennox Allie Bainbridge, the champ in 5:10.54. The Oriole 8th grader completing the distance sweep after winning the 3,200 yesterday in T. Great finish in the boys 1,600, where Beersford's Alec Atwood edges Lennox Camden Wolf by about a half a second. For the championship, boys 4x100-meter relay, Sioux Falls Christian, anchored by football star Parker Nelson, takes it in a time of 44.03 seconds. They later add the 4x400 crown as well. Girls 300-meter hurdles, McCook Central Montrose' J.C. Pulse kept her heart rate steady, wins in 44.67. She would later claim the 200-meter dash as well. And finally, one of my favorite images of the day, West Central senior Braden Peters running his final race in the sprint medley, helping the Trojans finish off victory in 3:44.82 and enjoying a much-deserved celebration and some good sportsmanship as well. Taking a look at the team standings. For the 5th straight time and 6th time in 7 years, St. Thomas More's girls are the team champion, with Custer coming in 2nd. And it's a sweep for the Cavaliers as their boys team wins a 2nd straight title and 4th in 5 years. In the B meet, Dubrook's girls shooting for their 3rd straight state championship, and it was a wild day for White River's Kaylin Valandra Prue in the 100-meter dash. She edges Chester's McKenna Larson by 0.05 of a second. Later in the day, she wins the 200 by 0.04 of a second, and she also came up 0.02 of a second short of winning the 400. Pretty rare to see that many close finishes for one athlete. Boys 4x200 relay, Chase Mason brings Viborg Hurley home in 1:32.12, first of 3 relay titles on the day for the Cougars. After finishing up running in the 3,200 yesterday, and 2nd, Andes Christian Dakota Christian 8th grader Isabella Brower leaves the 1,600 field thunderstruck in 5:21.81. Boys side, same story. Yesterday's 3,200-meter runner-up is the 1,600-meter champ, as it's Freeman Academy Marion's Tennille Schroeder clocking at 4:33.04. Girls 4x100 relay, 24 hours after winning the high jump, Coleman Egan's Josie Mosel runs anchor on the championship team in 51.50. Everyone's getting kind of worn out, but fortunately some other people did have some gas left in the tank. Check out Freeman's Colin Helma coming from behind to edge White River's Nick Saylor by 0.05 of a second. Girls team title came down to the final race as well. Dubrook holding a slim lead over Ipswich, and the Dolphin 4x400 relay team clinches it with Shayla DeBeer crossing the line in 4:10.98. We take a look at the team standings. Viborg Hurley's boys get the state championship, with Wall coming in 2nd, and for the 3rd straight year, Dubrook, your State B girls champion. Congrats to all the athletes this week at state track. Well, it's do or die for the defending national champion Augustana baseball team. With yesterday's 6-4 loss to Central Missouri in Game 1 of their Super Regional, the Vikings need 2 wins today to keep their season alive and return to the College World Series. First up, trying to win Game 2, which started at high noon, and there was a little graduation ceremony, as you saw earlier in our newscast. Unfortunately, that didn't do anything to slow down Central Missouri. They come out swinging as Eric Webb launches a solo shot in the second, his 20th homer of the season. Mules lead early 2-0, stayed that way until the 5th, and thanks to one swing of the bat, we're tied, courtesy Ryan Nickel. He had 4 hits last night, and this 2-run homer ties things at 2 in the 5th. However, Central Missouri would take the lead back again with a big 6th inning. This is one of the big blows, a double from Cole Taylor to drive home a run. The Vikings in trouble, trailing 5-2. They get a couple of hits in the 9th inning, get the tying run to the plate in the form of Nickel, who, as I said, had the 4 hits last night. But he's out of magic, and so are Augustana, as Central Missouri wins it 5-2. They take the Super Central Region Championship and are headed to the College World Series. The Vikings can take solace in finishing 43-16 and proving they were very worthy of defending their national title.
We're here to stay, and I know the guys next year. My goodness, we're losing some seniors that are just bums right now, and they're gonna be fine next year, and they're gonna be all right.
Though baseball's national title hopes are over, the Augustana softball team has a chance to advance to the championship series as they face Young Harris, which is not a person or a rap album. Apparently it's a college. It's the national semifinals about an hour from now in Denver. By virtue of being undefeated, the Vikings would need just one win to advance to the championship series. And if Young Harris wins, they'll play another winner-take-all tomorrow. We have state baseball championship highlights coming up tonight at 10. Also, the Twins beat the White Sox 8-1. We're back in one moment.